Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Robot Wars Omega Series 1, and this is Heat D, with 3 of the 6 slots for the Grand Finals already being filled up. The robots are more deadly, more brutal, and more eager than ever to get one of those viable Grand Final spots. And already in the Grand Finals, we have Rapid, the number 2 seeds Donald Thump, and Firestorm 6, but that's only half the story, as the 6th and final spot would go to our 10 Robot Rumble winner, and already there are Eruption, the 5 seed Stanton Kia, Plan B, Lucky, Behemoth, and the number 3 seeds and Account Mayhem champions Intergalactic. So let's see which 6 robots will be trying to fight today. Aftershock, Vertical Spinner, Apollo, Flipper, Tornado, Rambot, Razor, Crusher, PP3D, Horizontal Spinner. Seeded number 4, Aftershock, Control Bot. So there are the robots, and here's how they line up in the groups. And coming up later in Group B, we'll be seeing Tornado, Razor, and PP3D duke it out. But first, we have the number 4 seeds and US champion Bite Force taking on 2 Reboot veterans in Aftershock and Apollo in Group A. So let's go on to our first fight, which is Bite Force versus Aftershock. And in the corner patrol zone for the CPZs, he used to work at a factory for making Guinness, but he got fired after drinking everything there. It is Virus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go, the penultimate heat. Heat D, the heat of death in my opinion. Probably like the toughest heat. We've got 6 really good machines. And immediately Bite Force are in tons of trouble and at the mercy of Aftershock. Now Bite Force are the 4 seeds. They've got the 4 seeds after winning the US Championship, beat DUCK and Blacksmith to win that, but they do have to deal with the vicious Aftershock, and Aftershock are a tough machine, and are currently moving to, well, be a hard time for Bite Force to deal with here. Bite Force trying to come with that grappling arm, and they are now getting in a good grapple onto Aftershock. Aftershock in tons of trouble. Now Aftershock, they are fan favourites, but they never really had too much success in my series in request fights due to their lack of a stream act. Will that prove to be an issue for them here? Well, we'll just have to wait and see, but currently that vertical spinner is certainly proving to cause a lot of damage to the likes of Bite Force. Now Bite Force grabbing another hold of Aftershock and dumping them, but they can't really seem to get them up and over. Currently, this is a very impressive win for Aftershock, it would seem, and getting right behind Bite Force. Bite Force certainly taking the hits. That was a big shot right there from Aftershock. Aftershock getting in another good hit onto Bite Force. Bite Force upended. They can use that sort of weird weapon. It's a control bot. It's got these lifting spikes and a crushing core on top to try and sell right, but they seem to be pinned up against the arena sidewall. And they seem to be in tons of trouble here. They can't really get back down from there. Bite Force trying to use that lifting clamp setup. Nope, they do get back down. Fortunately for them, oh, a big shot right there from Aftershock. And a big uppercut right there. Using that ferocious flywheel. Aftershock are being brutal today, you know. They normally don't do this well. They usually get flipped up and over. And oh! Getting in a nasty blow right to the back of Bite Force. Bite Force, they really haven't really done as well as we thought we would. We thought they'd do well being the US champion and all, but they are really struggling here against the mighty vertical spinner of Aftershock, who are causing blow after blow to, well, the 3-time BattleBots champion. Well, this is the grappler one. They did win 2 of them with the spinner, but they are entering Robot Wars with the grappling weapon. But maybe it's a gamble that hasn't really paid off, has it? Oh, another big blow out there from Aftershock, getting in another nice hit right there. Well, no, give credit to Bite Force. Give credit to them for surviving this long. It's going to go to the judges. Bite Force now getting in a nice grapple right there. In onto Aftershock, lifting him up now. And now they can take them to wherever they want them. Now they can take them to wherever they want, trying to dump them out of the arena. Can the Forces make a comeback here? Aftershock gets flipped up and over. And they are in trouble, but fortunately for them, they're saved by the bell. And it goes to the judges. And I don't think the judges are going to need to take too long to decide who wins this one. Oh, and the judges have made a decision based on damage, control, and aggression. It's a unanimous decision. They've gone for Aftershock. Yeah, no surprises there. Very unfortunate for Bite Force though. I thought they could have done a lot better in that fight, but Aftershock, vicious spinner, Bite Force didn't really have an answer for it. And they are beaten. Right, so after that fight, Aftershock are in the lead at 2 points. Bite Force at 0. They really want to pick up some points here up against the mighty Flipper and Series 8 champs Apollo. It is going to be a tough fight for them. And in the core patrol for the CPZs, we have Virus again. Well, I mean, he didn't really do a whole lot last fight, did he? So might as well put him in again. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but Bite Force losing out to Aftershock is a massive shock to me. I thought Bite Force were easily the favourites for the Heat due to them being seeded, 3-time BattleBots champion, Robot Wars Omega US champion, but they really haven't had the best start. But you never know, they could get a win here against Apollo, but judging by the start of this fight, I don't think they will win against Apollo. Apollo, the Robot Wars Series 8 champion, Bite Force, 3-time BattleBots champion, Robot Wars Omega US champion, but they just haven't really had that much luck, really. They've had lots of bad luck here at the minute, and they are in tons of trouble at the mercy of Apollo's flip, and that was a huge flip right there. In onto Bite Force there. Bite Force getting sent flying away. Apollo, though, but Bite Force coming back and trying to lift them up and over. That was a great lift onto Apollo there. Apollo upended on their backs and in lots of trouble. In comes Bite Force trying to come with another good grapple. Apollo, can they self-right? Yes, yes, yes. But currently, Bite Force are now coming back and they're trying to use that lifting clamp setup that won them the US Championship. As I said, they beat DUCK and Blacksmith to win using good driving skill, and they are trying to use good driving skill here against Apollo here. Bite Force gets sent flying by that massive flipper. Apollo, you know, they've got tons of great strength and power in that flipper. Like, it can send robots flying like that. But Bite Force spiraling through the air, Bite Force spinning around, and Apollo certainly coming in with several good strong flips. Bite Force trying to get Apollo, but Apollo throwing Bite Force around. And this is currently a very impressive showing from Apollo. Honestly, though, this heat is incredibly tough. We have 4 former champions of Robot Combat Series. Yes, you heard me right, 4. And we have 2 destructive spinners in PP3D and Aftershock as well, just to throw it in the mix. And now Apollo trying to come with another good strong flip onto Bite Force. Bite Force getting sent flying away yet again. Apollo now throwing Bite Force. This is a very good battle here, and Bite Force, honestly, haven't really done as well as we all thought. I thought Bite Force could do quite well in this heat. They have done well before, but they are just struggling here. Apollo self-right and Bite Force trying to come in that grappling device, but now they're coming in and trying to grapple at Apollo once more and flipping them up and over. Apollo, can they self-right? Apollo struggling too, but they do so. And now Apollo trying to come in at Bite Force, and Bite Force gets sent flying away. Bite Force now coming in at the side of Apollo, lifting him up, flipping him over. Apollo self-right and throws Bite Force into the arena sidewall. Bite Force now toppled onto their backs. Can they self-right? Well, they're pinned up against the arena sidewall. Oh, but it is going to go to the judges once more. And honestly, I don't think they're going to need to take too long to decide. Pretty one-sided in my opinion. But it still goes to the judges either way. And the judges have made their decision. You know the criteria. Damage, control, and aggression. And they've given it to Apollo. The 4th seed's Bite Force are a 0-pointer this series. I don't really know what to say to that. Bite Force, the favourites for the heat, due to them being the US champion, the 3-time BattleBots champion, and 4th seed, are beaten. 0 points. They're going into the Losers Rumble. Well done to Apollo. Very impressive victory there. Well, honestly, that's quite surprising, actually. I really thought Bite Force could have been a contender for the Heat. They could have been a contender for the series, but they just got a really incredibly unlucky draw against 2 great machines in Aftershock and Apollo. But who will come out on top when these 2 machines fight out against each other? Both are on 2 points. Both of them need the win. And in the Core Patrol Zone for the CPZs, we have Rhino. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So it's the vertical spinner versus the powerful launcher. Who will come out on top? Will Aftershock shred up Apollo, or will Apollo, well, launch Aftershock into space? Well, we're going to find out, but currently Aftershock coming in with that vicious spinning blade! But it doesn't matter when you have a massive flipper like that. And that's all that Apollo needed to beat Aftershock, really. It was going to be a difficult fight due to their vicious spinner, but they had to get in underneath. They had to deal with them quickly, and they have done. And they've beaten Aftershock. Aftershock, they can't self-right when the spinner has stopped, and Rhino can now feast on them. And that's what they are doing. Oh, suffering a bit of damage there, Rhino. Be careful. Oh! Slamming Aftershock around. Apollo, the clear winners. Cease. A very quick fight that, but Apollo, they get the win. Aftershock overturned on their backs and beaten. Just for some quick confirmation right there, here's how the score looks. In last place of the group with 0 points are the 4th seeds Bite Force. Incredible shock there. Incredible shock. The 4th seeds going to the Losers Rumble. Along with Aftershock, they did get an impressive judges' decision win against Bite Force, getting 2 points, but it's not enough. As Apollo, they're going to the Heat Finals with 5 points. But who will meet Apollo in the Heat Finals? Will it be the Series 6 champions Tornado, the Series 5 champions Razor, or the Scottish robot PP3D? Well, it's Razor versus Tornado first. Tornado going for the vertical spinner for this fight. Hoping to get at the wheels and cause some damage to Razor. Talking of vertical spinners, here's Matilda. She's got a nasty vertical spinner right at the back. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Now, these 2 robots have a massive rivalry. Razor and Tornado, these 2 robots have fought each other 5 times. Tornado came out on top 3 of the times, Razor came out twice, so Razor wants to get the win here to even up the score. Now, Tornado, though, all 3 of those times they beat Razor, they had the anti-crusher web. Now, the anti-crusher web, they didn't make it in time. They were trying to make it for this series, but they didn't make it in time. So they are going to have to go for the spinner just for this. But they are pushing Razor back, and they are trying to get at them right there. And trying to come with that vertical spinner, but Razor crushing right down onto the top of Tornado. Tornado trying to push Razor back. And Tornado, they're trying to, and pushing them back right now at the minute. Now, Razor, they were in the pilot episode, got to the semi-finals, they came 4th place, unseeded though, because the judges believe that they got very lucky in their fight with Gates Lucky, and Razor now biting down in onto Tornado, and they're wanting to show that they deserve to get seeded. And they certainly are proving to be quite impressive here, getting in several good clutches in onto Tornado. And going for the wheels, the vulnerable part of Tornado. Tornado certainly struggling here, but now Tornado gets away and trying to get in at Razor. Tornado trying to push Razor back. Razor's always a scary machine to fight, but Tornado is an annoying machine to fight. It's so quick. It's got great pushing power. Andrew Marchant at the controls. Great driver. But Razor, what's this? Oh, look at that. That was brilliant. They used the tail. They used the tail as a sort of lifter. And now they've flipped Tornado up and over. Tornado trying to maneuver away. But now Razor trying to go in and going right where the spinner is, right where it hurts. And Razor crushing down at Tornado. Razor going for the wheels and oh! Now, the wheels of Tornado are exposed. It is an invertible robot though, but it's vulnerable to crushers and axes, which is a very strong weakness. Matilda trying to flip Tornado away, but Razor's crushing beak is certainly proven to be a tough weapon for Tornado to deal with here. Razor now biting down right onto the vulnerable underbelly of Tornado, and they've found a hole and they've gone right in. They've got their claws dug right into the robot. And they're hoping to, well, certainly cause some damage, but give credit to Tornado, they're still surviving. There hasn't really been too much damage to them, it would seem. Razor, though, certainly proved to be a scary bot, but Tornado has stayed strong and they fought back strongly here. But Razor, honestly, if it were to go to a judge's decision, I would give it to Razor, but Tornado have been impressive to, well, survive this all against Razor, and not many machines can claim that they've lasted a full 3 minutes against Razor. But either way, it does go to the judges. And you know the criteria they're marking on: damage, control, and aggression. It's another unanimous decision. But they've given it to Razor! Yes, Razor gets the win, crushing against Tornado. I know lots of people are going to be happy about that because Tornado cheated against Razor. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Tornado didn't cheat. But, yeah, the Razor gets the win against Tornado. Tornado start their career with 0 points. Razor, they pick up 2. Okay, so this is Tornado versus PP3D. Tornado going for the scoop this fight because they believe that scoop is the perfect weapon to deflect the spinner of PP3D. Well, Matilda's in the CPZ. Didn't do a whole lot last fight, so she's back in the arena again. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go, Tornado and PP3D. The undercutter spinner versus the scoop. Tornado going for the scoop is specifically designed to deflect all those nasty, horrible spinners. And that was a massive hit right there on PP3D. PP3D going sent flying upside down. And Tornado pushing against PP3D. PP3D certainly taking tons of damage, bouncing away off the scoop, and PP3D trying to come with that spinner onto Tornado, getting into the side there. A very nice shot right there, and that was a big hit right there. PP3D going flying straight up into the air. Oh my god, PP3D certainly taking quite a fair bit of damage. Tornado now pushing back strongly and slamming PP3D into the arena side wall. PP3D though, revving up that spinner to try and get a Tornado once more. Oh dear. But it's not really going too greatly for them, is it? Tornado's spinning killer scoop is certainly showing off how good it is at, well, killing the spinners, and it really is, well, killing PP3D quite nicely. PP3D, there isn't really a whole lot they can do here. PP3D, they've never lost a fight, and they've never lost a request fight, just to let you guys know. But Tornado, PP3D doing the Warthog Series 6 technique of riding dirty. If you've seen Warthog Series 6 Melee, you would get that joke. Oh, and that was a big slam right there. PP3D gets sent flying upside down once more. And Tornado now getting right underneath them, and PP3D getting slammed straight into the arena sidewall. Tornado trying to take control of the Scottish machine, give them a bit of a Highland fling, it would seem. But Tornado pushing at PP3D once more and getting that scoop right in underneath them. PP3D carving holes into the arena, but now they're revving up that spinner once again, and now they're trying to hit. They're trying to hit Tornado, maybe slice off those wheels up top. It is an undercut spinner, but when it's like that, it's not sort of like an overhead spinner. It can, like, get robots from the top instead of at the bottom. And, oh, another brilliant shot right there from Tornado. P3D gets sent flying upwards, and this is a brilliant showing. This is amazing stuff from Tornado, showing off how effective, well, just a good enough wedge can be. Take notes, BattleBots, wedges are entertaining. And now Tornado are pushing PP3D once more and pushing them into the arena sidewall. PP3D gets back down, and they are revving up that spinner once again and hitting the side of Tornado. But now, oh! Look at that. This is a brilliant fight, you know. I mean, PP3D, they don't have an answer to the scoop. They're trying to get the side. But honestly, I think Tornado has taken the win here. But PP3D do survive the full 3 minutes. And it does go to the judges. Don't ask me how PP3D were able to survive that. All those bounces and crashes and slams, but they did survive. And they survived the judge's decision against Tornado. The scoop has certainly paid off. But it goes to the judges. You know the criteria: damage, control and aggression. This really has been a heat full of unanimous decisions, hasn't it? Because we've got another one. And they've gone for Tornado. Easy win for Tornado. Switching out their weapon for the scoop certainly has paid off. And they get the judges' win against PP3D. Now, this is the final fight of the group, and honestly, this is going to be quite an interesting one, as we have Razor and PP3D. And it's interesting because their points, both Tornado and Razor, are on 2 points each. So if PP3D beats Razor on a judge's decision, there'll be a 3-way tiebreaker. If Razor gets a victory, they'll go into the heat final against Apollo. But here's the kicker. If PP3D knocks out Razor, they'll get 3 points and will go into the heat final against Apollo. So, a very important fight here. Very important. And overseeing this fight is Virus and Rhino. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So, how well will Razor hold up to the likes of PP3D? Well, judging by that, not well at all. They've immediately just been slapped, it would seem. It wasn't a hit, it was a full-on slap, and oh, PP3D absolutely battering poor Razor. And they've destroyed them. They've destroyed Razor. Oh, they're calling him that spinner now. Oh, poor Razor, the Series 5 champion, 2-time world champion, international champion, all-stars champion, won so many championships. But their road comes to an end here at the mighty PP3D. And I think it's quite a decisive victory, this. Razor battered and, oh, and rammed out the arena as well. Cease. PP3D, they get the win and the 3 points. Now here's how the scores look, and it's very interesting. All 3 of these machines got a KO on each other. No, not a KO, they got a win against each other. So here's how the scores are. Because both Tornado and Razor got their wins, both of their wins were judges' decisions, they are both sitting at 2 points. But because PP3D beat Razor by KO, they get 3 points. And because they got more points than both Tornado and Razor, they're through to the heat final. Yes, they are. PP3D. They go through to the heat finals, and that was an incredibly close group. All machines got a victory against each other, but because PP3D got a KO on Razor and both Tornado and Razor won by judges' decisions, PP3D are through to the heat final. This really has been a heat of misfortune, hasn't it? All these machines, in my opinion, have potential to go into the heat final, but now they're all sitting here in the losers' rumble. Both Tornado and Razor came very close to winning their groups, but because PP3D got the KO victory, they're both here. Aftershock's lack of a Shreemec cost them against Apollo, and poor Bite Force, the 4th seeds, beaten by both Aftershock and Apollo. So they're both here in the losers' rumble. Tornado going for the scoop for this, as they want to deflect that spinner of Aftershock. But that does make them vulnerable to Bite Force and Razor. Should be an interesting fight, this. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs for this fight, we have Virus and Matilda. You know what, let's not delay. Let's get straight to this losers' rumble. This one is going to be awesome. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. No. Activate! Oh, this is going to be an awesome fight. We have a vertical spinner in Aftershock, a Crush and Razor A good hook rammering Tornado and a nice control bot in Bite Force. Who's going to come out on top here? Well, Tornado's front scoop are getting right underneath Bite Force. Bite Force, a seeded robot in the Losers Rumble. Will they be the first seeded machine to crash out before even reaching the 10 Robot Rumble? Well, Razor trying to go after Aftershock, and that's a very risky move there. Trying to get in at the side. Razor. Now, Razor, we saw in the pilot when they fought Donald Fump, they don't like fighting vertical spinners. Donald Fump absolutely battered them, by the way. And look at that! Great move right there from Bite Force. They have Tornado pinned. They have Tornado pinned, and Razor now getting lifted up by that. Oh! Massive blow right there from Aftershock, though, onto Bite Force. And Tornado. Oh, no, Tornado went back in it. Tornado went back in it. Now, was that too long, I wonder? Aftershock trying to come with that vicious vertical spinner. Trying to come with that vicious vertical spinner in onto Tornado. And, oh, a good slam right there from Tornado. This is already an amazing fight, you know. Razor now trying to bite in at Bite Force. Bite Force lifting up Razor. Aftershock trying to go after Tornado. Tornado, that front scoop designed to deflect spinners. They never tested it out against the vert until now, and Aftershock get launched up and out the arena by Tornado's scoop. So, and Razor upended, so it's now down to the 4th seeds, and Tornado and Bite Force lifting up Tornado and are pushing them, and Tornado pinned onto their side. And Tornado, can they get back down from there? Tornado seems to be on their side, and Bite Force from becoming a 0-pointer, the 0-pointer of the episode, the only robot of the episode to not win a heat, has beaten both Razor and Tornado in fine style. As I said, this is the beauty of the Losers Rumble, and oh, Matilda gets in a vicious blow right there onto Razor. Razor getting lifted up by Virus. That has to be one of my favourite fights in the series, that. And Matilda disposing of Tornado. Bite Force, they win the Losers Rumble. Cease. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to pause it there. Bite Force win the Losers Rumble. That's impressive in my opinion. I honestly lost all hope for Bite Force becoming a 0-pointer, but no. Bite Force going to the 10 Robot Rumble quite luckily in my opinion. But then again, both Tornado and Razor were machines. They could realistically, were the perfect machines they could beat, and after Tornado eliminated Aftershock, they pretty much were going to win. That's the beauty of the Losers Rumble, though. We get to see robots that didn't do well in their groups finally show off what they're worth, and Bite Force going to the 10 Robot Rumble. So now it's time for the Heat Final, and what an interesting one it is. Didn't expect either machine to get here. Apollo, very, very, very lucky in their groups to beat the likes of Aftershock and Bite Force, in my opinion. And PP3D, very lucky in their groups as well, getting that KO victory against Razor. Both machines have had luck, but one of these robots' lucks will run out as the other's luck will continue in the grand final. And overseeing this, she always gets lucky. It's Matilda. Rhino doesn't get as lucky. I mean, he once bought a lottery ticket and lost. Yeah. With my lunch money. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Oh, it's the classic vertical... No, not vertical spinner. Horizontal spinner versus flipper. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how both of these weapons have evolved over the years. But already, I think it's going to be the flipper that's going to come out on top here. PP3D getting sent flying. Oh, talk about getting a Highland flung. Oh, Apollo. It's a battle of Wales against Scotland. The battle of the parts of the UK that don't like England very much. I think Northern Ireland are cool with England though, which is I don't actually know. I'm trying to make a sports joke without actually caring about sport, apart from robot combat. And Apollo now trying to come with a decent flip right down to PP3D, but PP3D just going away. The spinner can't really do too much against them. Unless they like getting at the side or the back, they can't, there isn't really a whole lot PP3D can do against Apollo and getting flipped away. And Oh, a nice flip right there. But now Apollo but now Apollo's underbelly getting exposed for a brief second there. PB3D gets flipped away. And PB3D are in trouble. PB3D gets flipped up onto their heads right there. And now they are shredding off, and Apollo sends them flying. And Apollo throwing PB3D and pounds. Oh my god. That was a great flip. And again, PB3D, I'm surprised they're staying in the arena at all. I'm surprised they haven't been sent out of the arena. But now Apollo on their backs once again, and they are going to struggle self-right. PB3D. Now, oh, Apollo, look at that. Self-righting to avoid the spinner. Self-righting to avoid the spinner of PB3D. And PB3D eventually are toppled out the arena by the flipper of Apollo. And Apollo, oh, yes, they're going to do their party trick. Oh, having a great go at Matilda. Oh, over you go. And, oh, they're going to go after Rhino too. Oh, throwing Rhino up and over. Apollo gets slammed, but they do win the heat. 6. Rhino won that fight as far as I'm concerned, but they aren't a competitor. So, technically, the heat winner is Apollo. And they go through and fill in the 4th spot in the grand final. We'll also see Bite Force and PB3D later on in the series in the 10 Robot Rumble. But well on to Apollo. They win the heat.